Alright, in today's video, we're going to be going over a really interesting topic, which is what is the best hand cannon inside of Beyond Light currently. There's a lot of exotics that have kind of come to the forefront now that 150s are gone. And the one you've probably seen the most of is the Ace of Spades, so we're going to go over that one first. This thing, I would definitely say that this is the best hand cannon in Beyond Light currently. It's the easiest to use. It has so much going for it. It has great stats, great range. Has Firefly, Outlaw. When you reload after a kill, you get 6 stacks of higher damage that don't go away till you swap weapons. So it's just better than Rampage, better than Kill Clip, all those perks. And the gun is nuts. So it's a 140, and once you have Memento Mori, it's hitting for the same damage as a 120. And actually, it hits for a little bit more to the body, so you can always one headshot, 2 body, no matter what the resilience is when you have Memento Mori, which is absolutely insane. This gun's incredible. You can see from the gameplay, this thing is extremely strong. It's so easy to 3-tap with this thing, and you can keep the perk up at like all times. Unless you want to switch to a different weapon. But honestly, the fact that it has a damage buff that doesn't go away till you swap is just so overpowered. And it has all these other perks and great stats, and it also looks sick with this ornament. Absolutely incredible weapon, and in the primary slot, it just kind of dominates. There's other options here though that I want to go over. The next one being the True Prophecy. This is a legendary hand cannon. The role I'm using in this gameplay is opening shot Rampage. It's incredible. This is my personal preference. I like this better than Ace of Spades, and the reason why is because of its range. This thing hits to 90 to the head from so far away. It's absolutely absurd. If you pair this with a sniper or a shotgun, it works with both, because when you're sniping, you keep your distance, so you can body someone with your sniper, pull this thing out, headshot them, and then cooch them from extreme ranges that you can't do with any other hand cannon in the game. And once you're out of sniper ammo, you just switch to this thing and you can compete at literally the same range as your sniper, because it just has, these have so much range, it's crazy. Once you actually use them, you'll see. Unfortunately, they do have a solid amount of recoil, so something like Tactical Mag or Flared Magwell and Steady Hand or Fast Draw, something that increases stability and the sight would definitely help you out. And then there's also Rampage, so if you get a kill, you're going to be hitting for 99 to the head, and you don't need to reload, you just get the kill and Rampage times 1, proximity screen. That's going to allow you to 2-tap almost all resiliences unless they're max resilience, which is actually kind of meta now, unfortunately, so you might run into that a little bit. But it can 2-tap from incredible ranges, and that actually pushes it back ahead of the Ace of Spades time to kill. And it's incredibly easy to use with opening shot. Hitting the first shot is so forgiving. It's really, really, really good. This roll is incredible. It pairs great with shotguns. You got a close quarters weapon with Shoddy, then you can switch to this and compete at mid to long range. It's absolutely incredible. I highly recommend you try this thing out if you're just using Ace. You might actually really like this. Controller players might struggle because this thing does have a solid amount of recoil. And with the 110s moving up to 120s, now you're shooting even faster, so you're getting that recoil even quicker. And it's a little bit overwhelming at first, but you get used to it. Next up on the list is Thorn. This thing had so much potential when they announced the 150s going down to 140, because that meant this thing would be able to 2-tap, 2 body, or 1 headshot, no, what is it? 2 headshot, 1 body, which no other 140 can do other than Ace of Spades. But unfortunately, they nerfed the tick damage from 2 to 1. And that it can 2-tap headshot 1 to the body pretty often. I don't know what resilience it stops at, but unfortunately it doesn't do it at all resiliences like we thought it was going to do. And that also means the burn damage is no longer 7 when you have Soul Devourer at 6, which causes issues with damage fall off as well. So this thing definitely didn't, it honestly got worse. I liked it much better as a 150. I liked it when it was firing faster and it killed quicker. Because now it's just a little bit slower. It's a little bit more lenient on when you can 2-tap and 2 headshot 1 body, but it's not that much of a buff in that category to overcome the rate of fire nerf. So unfortunately, this thing definitely fell off for me. I didn't like it that much in the first place. I think its recoil is kind of random, but a lot of people did. I would definitely recommend getting off of the Thorn, putting on Ace, or putting on True Prophecy and try those out. Because this thing definitely took a dump. It's really not as good as it used to be. I'm not really a fan anymore, but if you still like it, keep using it. It's not bad by any means. It's still really strong. And another hand cannon that's kind of gone under the radar right now. There's a lot of people using it in Rumble, but I'm not seeing it in like competitive or anything. It's the Crimson. This thing is kind of crazy now. So when you have the Catalyst, it puts the range almost at max. And with the buff to range for hand cannons and the buff to like the higher ranges, the more extreme the range differences. So like when you have a really high range hand cannon, it has a lot of range. That really helped the Crimson out a lot. It used to have like really mediocre range. I would say it's nothing crazy. Ace of Spades feels like it has more range than this thing, and True Prophecy has way more range by a mile. And at first I was really kind of hating the gun. It doesn't have a lot of recoil, but it has a lot of visual recoil. Like the gun like moves a lot, and it's hard to like line up your shots because the scope kind of freaks out. It goes all over the place. But after getting used to it, I actually started to really like it. I was kind of beaming people with it. The health on kill and reload on precision kills is incredible. In Rumble especially, you can get kills, and like you get pinched a lot in Rumble, but if you can get that kill off, you get your health regen, you can go engage the next guy right away. It takes him off guard a lot of the time too. I definitely like the feel of the gun though, after I got used to its recoil. Definitely a strong option. I think this thing is really good on controller. It seems like the type of weapon that'll be really good on controller. It has like the Not Forgotten type vibe with how you have to aim it. I never liked the recoil pattern on Not Forgotten, but it's just a very strong gun, so you had to get used to it. That's the same feel I'm getting from this thing. I would definitely recommend trying this thing out, just see how you like it. If you don't have the catalyst, maybe not, but this thing with the catalyst, it's nice. It's got a lot of perks going for it. The health on kill is incredible. This thing's literally, it's the Red Death basically. It is. It's like a play on the Red Death. So that's the 4 things in our primary slot: True Prophecy, Ace of Spades, Thorn, and Crimson. Definitely, Ace is definitely the best exotic out of the 3, in my opinion. True Prophecy is incredible though. If you're using Dire Promise, put on True Prophecy. You need to try True Prophecy. It's so good. 120s are really, really strong right now, and not a lot of people are using them. When I'm up against a 120 and I'm just getting mapped, getting tagged for 90 from so far away, it pisses me off. So they really keep your health down, and it sucks to play against. Definitely recommend trying it out. Now on the energy slot, it's kind of nothing. You got Nation of Beasts for 140s. That's your 140 energy. It drops from Last Wish. I was using that a couple days ago. It's solid. It's a crispy gun. As far as rolls go, it doesn't have anything crazy. You can get Rampage on it, so it's not bad by any means. But the main thing we're gonna be looking at here is the Sunshot. Sunshot's correct. It's the only gun that's still a 150. It has explosive payload and really high range for a 150, so it maps. It does a ton of damage. It flinches really hard. Explosive payload flinches hard. If you have a sniper on and you're getting hit by this thing, it sucks. And it also spawns a Firefly off death. You don't even need to get a headshot to do it. So you get a nice little explosion. It doesn't come into play that often, but when it does, it's pretty satisfying. I definitely like this gun. It's weird. I don't like explosive payloads just for the reason that it messes with the damage numbers, and I like seeing like the exact headshot number I'm getting, so I can know if I can re-peek and get one more shot off in one shot. With this, I don't really know when I'm one-shotting. I think you hit for like 47 crit, and then I don't know what the body shot damage is. So it takes a little getting used to know how much damage you're actually doing to the head, so you can kind of... This is more advanced stuff that I'm talking about here. This wouldn't come into play for most people if you're... I don't know how many people actually pay attention to the damage numbers that hard. But it always confuses me when I use a explosive payload tank in. But yeah, if you love 150s, this is it. If you're trying to use Astral Horizon, the Adept Astral Horizon when Trials eventually comes back, hopefully, the new Raid Sniper, any of those kinetic weapons, you definitely want to pair with Sunshot. This is definitely the best hand cannon in the energy slot by a long shot. It's super strong. Great range, great rate of fire, great time to kill. Great perks too. It's high magazine size, fast to reload, good stability. Great stats all around. And it looks sick. Absolutely sick looking gun. So that's our 5 total. So we got energy slots definitely struggling right now in terms of diversity. It's kind of sad that there's only like 2 guns that I can name off my head. Like Waking Vigil, Sunset. So as far as other hand cannons in the energy slot, you have Posterity, I think, from the raid, but that's a 180. And as far as PC goes, that's not it. That's definitely not the way. The recoil is very weird to use on PC. So that just about concludes the video. Ace of Spades, definitely #1 in the primary. Sunshot #1 in the energy slot. So depending on what loadout you're trying to use, what weapons. If you want Fellwinter's on, run Ace. If you're running a sniper in the energy slot, I'd try True Prophecy out. I'd definitely give it a whirl. It's very interesting on a long to or mid to long range map. Like if you're on Bannerfall, True Prophecy is going to be cracked. Like this thing has so much range, it's crazy. You need to try and get this roll and just take it into the Crucible. It's very, very, very good. But yeah, I'd say Crimson for controller users could be the next big thing. Thorn is kind of poop now. I don't like it as much as I used to. And yeah, it's kind of a letdown that Thorn got smurfed. I don't know why they nerfed it like that. Because now Ace of Spades is right in the forefront. But anyways, that's it for today's vid. Just a quick vid on what the best hand cannons are in Destiny 1. I just said Destiny 1. Yeah, so I'm a beast. Hawkmoon, when that comes back, I'll definitely do a vid on that. See if that dethrones any of these chumps that are currently in the lead. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Quick little informational video. Hope you enjoyed the background gameplay. It took me like 5 seconds to get because all these hand cannons are nuts. And yeah, that's it. Peace.